Alright, we're about to get right into this. So, first question. How do you have so much confidence and you're a big girl? Well, you probably have so much confidence because if anyone talked trash, you could just sit on them and break their pelvis. But hey, I guess there's one benefit there. So, we're going to get right into this. And as someone who used to be fat and, still's got a little bit of weight to lose, I'm going to kind of react to this fat acceptance cringe. So, yeah, here we go. Here's the first one. Oh my god, ew. Ew, that is disgusting. Dude, her, like, this part here is, like, she has more, like, stomach than she does tits. Ew, okay, no, stop dancing. Stop. Ew. One thing I do hate about the summertime and I hate about the beach is just seeing fat people in tight clothes. Like, if you're fat, do us a favor and don't go around showing that off. That's disgusting. And you shouldn't have confidence if you freaking look like you could star as Free Willy. You shouldn't have confidence in that. You should want to go lose weight. I used to be fat and I used to be someone's like, well, I'm happy with myself. Mom's like, no, you're fucking fat. You have like fucking tits. You need to not be that person. So, let's keep going.
If promoting obesity...
Oh. Dude, she kind of looks like a hedgehog. Her like face and this hair, it looks like a hedgehog. I mean, I don't think she's as bad as the other girl. We'll have to go and look.
It takes to make other fat people feel hot.
You're not hot. You're disgusting. Like, look at that. Look at that right there. That arm sag. That's gross. I mean, like, she doesn't even look like she has tits. She's just that fat. She probably doesn't. It's probably just layers of fat.
Obviously, I'm gonna do that. So yes, I am promoting obesity.
And probably an early death.
Stay mad.
I won't be mad. I'll be alive.
Thank you so much.
Okay, do I need to do some housekeeping? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, these are my boundaries for the space that I've created online.
Yeah, she probably has pretty big boundaries so she can fit in and out.
If I don't say the words, hey thin person, can I know about your experience in this scenario?
Hey, fat person, can I know your experience is like trying to fit through a door?
If I do not say those words, then I do not give two fucks about what your skinny ass has to say.
I mean, I don't really care much about what you have to say. I'm just hoping that you don't sit on me. Because, I mean, phew. Lord knows she can do some damage.
Because my page is a fat space. It's a fat acceptable.
Yeah, it's pretty fat. I mean, look at the face.
Space. It's a body positive space. It's a fat liberation space. It's a body positive.
Yeah, that fat liberation's about to liberate you to an early grave.
It's an anti-diet culture space. It's not a let the fat person talk and then every thin person needs to chime in.
Yeah, no, dude, I mean, this reminds me of that one episode of South Park when like Stan was like impersonating Carmen. He's like, look, I'm so fat. She reminds me of that. I don't know why that just came to my mind.
Giving their unwanted situation about whatever I'm talking about, because that's not how you be a good ally. And
I'm not gonna be a freaking ally of fat people. I like being able to not have to be scrunched together. I like not having to turn sideways to be able to walk past someone.
You found that that comment on the video was offensive, then you need to educate yourself.
Yeah, you need to educate yourself on how to eat proper.
So stop projecting. And if you knew the knowledge that I know, then you wouldn't be commenting this.
Yeah, and if you knew how to like diet properly, you probably wouldn't, be as massive as you are. Oh, being fat. Yeah, okay, I'm like, you guys can read that real quick. She's just saying, oh, she's getting a lot of, most of those people are just there probably like puking and disgusted by it. And it's kind of like when you see a really fat person, it's kind of like mesmerizing because like, how is someone actually able to get themselves that fat? But that's one of the things why I watched like 1600 Pound Life, and it motivated me to lose weight because I'm probably in the last 3 months or so, I've lost about 35 pounds. So I remember just watching that and being like, oh, I'm disgusted. I've gained some weight. So. I don't even get what that was. She thinks she's like super cool, like stuff to it.
Ooh, bricks. I'm throwing bricks.
What? Oh my god! Ew! I'll say her face isn't terrible. Hair, not bad. And then I remember this isn't her legs. This is her, like, stomach, and it's hanging down that much. Oh, ew, please stop. Ew, like, look at that shit. That's not even tits. That's literally just fat. It looks like she has a second pair of them.
This is a public service announcement for all of my ladies out there. This summer, we will not be putting up with unappreciative men in our lives. So,
I didn't realize she was, like, wearing a freaking bikini.
I just got this set, and
Ew. Dude, her, like, her stomach hangs out more than her ass. And then that's when you should be, like, trying to, like, notice something there at that point. That's so gross.
as hell. Well, I sent a photo to a man, and his response was, "That's a nice color on you."
My response would have been, oh, my phone's heavy.
No, we will not be putting up with that. I just blessed you with my beauty, and that.
Yeah, I don't know what idea of beauty is, but I think her and I have a different one here.
After your response, no, you take a fire photo, send it to me, send it to your friends. We will be way more appreciative of it than any cishet man out there.
Yeah, she always says cis men. I'm like, girl, you ain't getting anything from gay men.
Know your worth, lady.
Yeah, and your worth's about, I don't know, what was that, 600 pounds? Yeah. But look at these, look at this disgusting stretch marks. Freaking, you can see like her legs are like caved in. Ew, her freaking eyes. Her eyes there. This woman looks like Psycho. She's fat and Psycho.
That's okay. Arms that jiggle.
Oh my god. Whoa, ugh. I swear, she has like more freaking like triceps than freaking like Ronnie Coleman.
That's okay. That's rules.
Ew. Even when at my fattest, I never had fucking rolls like that.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
Argument that is really starting to piss me off. A really common thing I get is that fat phobia is not oppression because fat people can just lose weight.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I used to be fat. And not being able to fit through a door is not oppression. It's just you not understanding how physics work.
First of all, if in your mind you refuse to recognize the subhuman treatment of a group of people,
Why? Because the bus could, well, the weight limit on the bus is 350.
because you expect them to drastically alter their body,
You drastically altered your body. People aren't meant to be this fat.
you're a terrible human being. Get away from me.
Trust me, I would, but your gravitational orbit's pulling me towards you.
Secondly, more and more research is coming out showing that fat people who do attempt to lose weight become vulnerable to other health conditions.
Yeah, that's usually because they already have those health conditions. And usually by the time when you get to her size, losing weight at that point, you're going to still have negative side effects. It's not just going to be, oh, it's all magic. You're all going to be like fine all of a sudden. No, that's not what's going to happen. A lot of times when people a lot of times when a lot of fat people want to lose weight, it's because they've had something bad. They've had like a heart attack or their knees, something's wrong with their knees. By that point, it's like it's already kind of late. It's a little too late at that point. You already got yourself so massive. There's only so much you can do at that point.
Including but not limited to an eating disorder.
You already have an eating disorder. You already like get this big. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like things like anorexia or like bulimia, those are obviously not good. I'm not making fun of people with those. But she obviously doesn't have that.
Not to mention all of the fat people with chronic illnesses and disabilities who physically can't lose weight. Or
That's not true. Like if someone like that's partially, yes, there are people with disabilities and that does make them fat. I know one of my friends, he temporarily lost like the ability to walk, so he's in a wheelchair for like 2 months. And he put on a lot of weight during that time. Here's the thing, when you're 700 pounds or however much this woman is, they're just cutting back on calories just a little bit. You go from eating like 10,000 to let's say 5,000, which is still an absorbent amount of calories. Your weight's gonna just drop off. You don't even have to exercise.
or even just the fat people who don't want to lose weight. Has it
Well, then you're okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that your heart's not saying that.
ever occurred to you that while some people are naturally thin, there are some people who are just naturally fat?
No, Like, I'm someone who, some people do tend to like hold a little bit more weight and they are stockier, but no one's like this. No one's just full on fat. So yes, there's a difference between stocky and being fat. And people who are stocky, if everyone were to eat the same way, you're gonna still have very similar like kind of looks. You're also gonna like, you'll have some people, there's gonna be small deviations, but you're not gonna have someone who looks like this and someone who looks like freaking like Jake Paul. That's not natural. People get that way through hard work and dedication.
Weight loss is not a requirement for being treated like a human being, and you will never convince me otherwise.
I mean, I agree for that, but that kind of goes both ways. Like, I had this one thing where I was in a plane. I was next to two morbidly obese people, and I was in the middle. And these people were literally spilling over into me. So the whole time I was like scrunched up. It was the most uncomfortable flight. Luckily, it was only like 50 minutes. But I think there's a big of a difference. Being thin isn't inconveniencing anyone, but being fat is 100% doing that. See, when she was actually like, before I kind of saw this part here, she didn't look half bad. Hey, some people got their taste, but most people don't. I mean, I like if you put more clothes on.
What do y'all think?
Oh, that is disgusting. That is so gross. That face, that body. I'm gonna skip through this. Oh, this is so gross.
If a fat person tells you that fat people are oppressed and your response is, well, I have insecurities too,
No, my response would be then lose weight.
there's a problem. One is an individual experience and the other is systematic oppression.
See, people love using that, but I'm not gonna touch on that stuff because that's not what I want my channel to be. But no, you can lose weight. Anyone can lose weight. No one's 1,000 pounds out because they have bad genetics.
And if you don't believe that fat people are oppressed, it's probably because you've never been fat enough to be
Yeah, because I take care of myself. And even that's not even true. I was fat, but I was never that fat.
oppressed by fat oppression. The pick me, I want to be oppressed too energy is getting really tiring.
I could say that to some other people, but I'm not gonna touch on that. Oh my god, look at those eyes. This woman's a fucking demon. I don't even know.
He's a fat bitch who very controversially doesn't go for the cheese fast. For breakfast, I just had a Red Bull while I was getting nails done, and then for dinner,
Breakfast at 1:30. What is she? What is she waking up at? And like here, let's go back for a sec. Wait.
doesn't go for the cheese.
So you have breakfast is a Red Bull and like noodles. I don't even know if there's any protein here. That might be chicken. I honestly can't tell at this point. But no, like you want to eat for breakfast. You want to know what's the best breakfast? Eggs. Eat like 6 or 7 eggs. You're never gonna get fat by eating eggs.
I had a Red Bull while I was getting my nails done, and then for dinner I went to Walk and Go, and that was the best Walk and Go I've ever had. You know, it was just so perfect. And then I had like half the donut. I didn't really like it that much, but it tasted a bit like cow.
She with the donut. She did this. Wait, let me get to it.
And then
Yeah, see, there's this thing where women do this a lot, where they just eat like half the donut and some other thing. It's not gonna make them fat.
I had like half this donut. I didn't really like it that much, but it tasted a bit like cow. I had myself a little hot chocolate from Costa and a Fanta, because I was in there for literally about 2 hours. And then for tea, we went to Pizza Express. We got calamari, we got the dough balls. I just got a margherita pizza as well. And then obviously I finished my long day off with a nice big fat cup of tea.
See, here's the thing about this whole thing. Whenever it's like, oh, what I eat in a day. First of all, one, I highlight that's not all that they're all lying. And two, they eat like no protein. They eat just pure carbs, which is just designed to get you fat. And it's not to say you shouldn't eat carbs at all, but like you don't want to have like most of your diet coming from carbs, because that's what put on fat. And it's like and also another thing is, if she was eating just that much, just what she showed there, she would not be that fat. They obviously, in all these videos, they always hide how much they eat. No, so yeah, she suffered battle with anorexia. Yeah, something tells me this isn't true.
Every year, fat phobia becomes less and less acceptable.
Dude, she's like struggling to breathe. Just like talking is like stressful for her.
For the next 10 or 15 years, I don't want to see y'all pretending like you didn't enjoy and engage in fat phobic content.
Yeah, well, 10 to 15 years, you might not be here. Like, that may be, like, I'm not even saying that as a joke. I'm, like, dead serious about this. Like, you don't see very many, like, fat positive activists in their, like, 50s. Oh, God. Oh, God. Earthquake!
From now on, as long as my titties are bigger than my...
I'm shutting this down. This is body checking. It's body
I was gonna say, I was like, how is that woman a fat? She's pretty attractive.
checking, plain and simple. And we cannot keep doing this to ourselves. The proportions of your body have nothing to do with your weight.
That's true. Like, for example, a lot of black women tend to have, like, tend to be very skinny, and they'll have, like, larger breasts and large ass. But that's like, if your stomach is jutting out and is larger than your ass, then you probably did something wrong.
Proportions of your stomach has nothing to do with your health or your weight. Ever since I was a kid, I've literally tried
Oh my God, I want to die.
to make sure I can still see my toes because I thought in my head,
She's like, I had to check to see if I could find my toes. It's like that scene from like Kung Fu Panda where there's like, I wonder if he can even reach his toes or even see his toes. She's just like, damn, this woman can't even see her toes.
if I can still see my toes and I'm not fat. But newsflash, I am fat. You know what? That's not a bad thing. I like myself. I like my... So maybe
Well, I don't think your heart's gonna like it when it gives out.
instead of making all these tips and tricks to reassure ourselves that we're not fat, we teach ourselves to be more comfortable with diversity of weight. We teach ourselves...
Diversity of weight. Yeah, we got a nice fit person at like 200 pounds here. We got another fit 1,000-pound human being who can't get off their bed.
fatness. We eliminate the idea that fatness is inherently a bad thing. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I can't handle seeing this shit on my For You page, and there are thousands.
I don't really care what you want. I prefer having people not go around telling like people that, oh, yo, there's something wrong with being fat, and then they like get heart attacks.
Of young girls that shouldn't have to.
Question for you. If I could guarantee you that your health was going to be at its best, your heart health, your lung health, your cardiovascular system, your joints, your mobility, your stamina, your mental health, everything.
See, here's a funny thing. I know what she's gonna say. She's like, well, then, like, that's what I have right now, regardless of size. But you can hear she's like out of breath just by talking.
Is going to be the best that it's ever been. But to get there, you have to gain 70 pounds.
Yeah, getting 70 pounds. I'm sure that's gonna be great for your joints. Like, it's just yeah, adding 70 pounds. That's gonna be great for you. Like, your joints aren't gonna like hurt or anything. They're like to be stronger now.
Did you have to think twice about that?
No, because that's a false dichotomy. Like, if that were like true, if somehow that were true, then okay, yeah, maybe if I get 70 pounds like pure muscles, I look like Jay Cutler or something, but that's just not reality.
Because if you did, that is internalized fat phobia.
Internalized fat phobia means not wanting a heart attack. All right, sure thing, woman. This is not natural at all.
I never said I was.
Wait, is this a woman? I can't even taste that bad.
I never said I was giving contribution to society vibes. Like
Nope, it's not a movement for everyone. The body positive movement is a movement created by fat black women for fat black women.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't really matter if you're black or white. If you're fat, your life's still probably gonna be like cut in half.
And other marginalized bodies. Thin people are not marginalized.
Yeah, marginalization just means you can walk down a hallway without having to turn sideways.
Stop co-opting it.
It's always find it funny. It's a white woman trying to tell people that this is for telling people this is for black people. What I eat in a day, I'm gonna assume probably like 20 donuts would be for breakfast. I just thought there's just someone in like the background here. I'm like, I wonder what their reaction here is. Vert calendar. She eat like the whole day. So we got carbs, sugary carbs, toast, more carbs. Is that her? Was that tea? Scrambled egg wraps. Okay, so you got a little bit of protein. That's obviously only like maybe 3 eggs. You probably want to have like 6 with more carbs. Oh god, salad, a lot of dressing, more salad, a cookie, Yeah, she's probably gonna say she only eats one when it's probably like 10. Oh, she ate some, what, like 6 slices of apple and then says she's healthy. No, one thing is, eating healthy food doesn't cancel out eating bad stuff. And same thing as before. This woman is, yeah, they're doing this thing where like, this is all I eat and I'm still fat. So like, it's not like, I'm not, it's not my, it's just who I am. And I'm like, no, you're not showing everything you eat. I eat more than that. And I'm nowhere near as fat as her. Day. See, here's the thing. See, this woman, let me get back here. See, this woman's skinny. This is a cheat day. I guarantee you all this stuff here is probably what the fat people eat on like a daily basis.
I'm sorry, but where the fuck are all her comments containing unsolicited health advice from strangers?
Probably because she doesn't need it. She's clearly healthy.
Where are the comments worried about her health, saying she's gonna die by the time she's...
Well, she doesn't eat like this on a daily basis.
40. Where are the people counting her calories, although she didn't ask for them?
Probably because this is it says a cheat day, as in she's not gonna eat this. It's not a cheat year like you've been on.
Where are the people saying that it's disgusting to put that much food in your body? Where are the people assuming she eats like this every day based off...
She never... It said it's a cheat day. This woman doesn't know what a cheat day is because every day is a cheat day for her.
Of a 60-second fucking TikTok. Nowhere. Go right now. Click on her video. Go in the comments.
Just look at her face. It's like shakes her.
Section and see if she even has a quarter of the hate comments I get in all of my What I Eat in a Day videos.
That's probably because what you post in What I Eat in a Day is all fake and like it's probably a quarter of what you actually eat.
Now, does she deserve hate comments? Absolutely not. Nor should you go in her comment section and start berating her about what she...
I don't even know who that woman is, and I honestly couldn't care. I mean, she clearly takes care of herself.
...to eat. Everybody has the right to do whatever the fuck they want with their bodies, but...
Yeah, I mean, you want to take your treat yourself badly. Okay, that's one thing. But when I gotta go then pay for your health expenses because you can't afford, because you have to go get surgery. Oh, you have to have your leg amputated. Oh, hey, you have maggots crawling all over you. Oh, hey, you just injured a paramedic because they had to help pick you up. It's not like it's a little different there. She's not going around doing that. But these morbidly obese people, one of the most common injuries to nurses and paramedics is having to lift fat people.
This is a perfect example about how fat people get harassed and mistreated for the same exact fucking things that thin people do.
Yeah, well, because thin people aren't an inconvenience to us. They don't take up the road.
Sending all the love to this girl, but we need to do better about treating all bodies equally.
Well, they're not gravitationally equal. So, What Eating Day is a fat girl who eats healthy and stays active, but can't seem to lose. Is this woman even that fat? She doesn't look that bad. Part 2. Green tea. I actually want to see, what does this woman look like? Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, see, yeah, I'm sure this is all she's eating. Yeah, she eats like no protein. I mean, sushi's one thing, but there's not a lot of protein in those. Or yep. Oh wow, can't seem to find why she's not losing weight as she stuffs like a handful of Oreos in her mouth. When it is a fat person. Okay. Ew, disgusting. Yeah, bagels. So I think this is an omelet, so that's actually some protein, but these bagels here have about the same amount of calories as 4 loaves of bread. So as much as I do love bagels, they're not a good alternative. Don't eat, if you have to eat some carbs, eat bread instead. That's a smoothie. Yeah, a lot of people think that adding like oats and stuff is all of a sudden like really good. Unless you're eating like plain Quaker oats, which have like no calories in them and like no sweetening. They got like, I guarantee you these ones are covered in like sugar. Yep, honey, very sugary. Cupcake. So we got fried carbs here. If you fry something, it automatically isn't healthy. We got that either fried chicken or fried fish. There's more fried stuff that's not good for you. Oh, she's shoveling them down. Sweet tarts. Oh, some more candy, some more sugary carbs. See, and she's, oh, ew, that's disgusting. But that woman before, that's not all she's eating. If she was just eating that, then she would not be as fat as she is. Ew.
Lower belly pouch.
That's not a belly pouch, that's a belly couch.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
Ew.
Really don't give a fuck.
Well, you're not gorgeous.
Actually, I do want to be fat, but
I don't think anyone wants to be fat. I think she's just too lazy to lose weight.
bellies are beautiful.
No, they're not, and you probably need to go to a psychiatrist.
Do I think there's ever a reason for weight loss? Yeah, there are tons of reasons why people lose weight. And they're valid, but they're also fat phobic.
Losing weight is fat phobia. Wanting to live long. You're just, yeah, that makes you worse than Hitler.
Feeling crappy. Put an effort into my.
Funny how you're gonna put effort into your appearance and not your nutrition. Maybe then you won't feel so crappy, huh?
That was actually pretty funny. Yeah, so this woman claims she's like anorexic. Was anorexic, and she ain't.
Hi. Effort, huh? I'm a goddamn supermodel.
And every day we stray further from God.
I know, yeah. I also run multiple successful businesses. I know. It's not much effort though. I also work out 5 days a week.
Yeah, sure. Walking 10 feet to the buffet does not count as working out.
I know. God. So many mental gymnastics to get from your leap.
It's also a lot of mental gymnastics to think how that she works out 5 days a week.
Here. Now that's effort, yeah. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say because, you roasted.
Laughs in fat checks.
Lying wolf fat. Emotional damage. That's all. She not able to fit. Dude, I feel bad for the people that had to sit next. I literally had 2 guys who were both like as fat as that woman sitting next to me, and they're like elbowing me, and it was so uncomfortable. Emotional damage.
So if you can show me someone who goes to the gym and like works out and like cares a lot about like their health, who doesn't have orthorexia or some other form of eating disorder.
How about, I could probably go on quite a few, but I mean, most of my friends all go to the gym. All the people I work with, none of them have eating disorders.
Or who doesn't like do this because of like deep-rooted internalized fat phobia and just like hatred for fat people.
No, it's just wanting to like not look like a freaking whale.
Disgust for fat people. Then I will believe that health culture, like being healthy, isn't always bad.
Being healthy isn't bad. Look at me, I'm healthy.
But until I find that person, until I find someone who goes to the gym and like cares about their
yeah, see, here's the thing, she's probably never met anyone who goes to the gym because she probably never leaves her house.
Fucking fitness and whatever, and doesn't hate fat people, doesn't equate fitness to health, and doesn't
fitness is health. Like if you're gonna like, don't get me wrong, some people aren't like the fittest people in the world, but they are still pretty healthy. But overall, if you go to the gym and you take care of yourself, you're gonna be healthy. And you're also probably gonna be pretty fit.
Have an eating disorder that they pretend is just like games, then I'll change my mind.
Not eating 20 donuts a day is an eating disorder.
This is all to say that I think gym culture, diet culture, health culture, fitness culture is inherently fat phobic, ableist, and
yeah, you just go find those people who like the people in like wheelchairs who are like mad shredded. talk about ableist there.
Like capitalism, like very capitalist, but very.
I don't really get why this one has. See, I love they like to lump all these things together and somehow they're like any relevance to each other.
Talk about body preferences. I've heard a lot of.
I would prefer my wife or girlfriend to not crush my hips when we have sex.
Talk like, oh, I don't hate fat people, but I'm not attracted.
Yeah, I don't hate fat people, but I'd prefer it if like I didn't have to make my doorway wider.
Attracted to them, and I don't want to date them. It's just my preference. Maybe in an ideal circumstance, in a world that was forever.
Honestly, the nose ring alone's kind of a thing. That's a turnoff for me.
Body neutral, and did not demonize fat people. That could be a preference, maybe. But is there really such a thing as preference in a society that exclusively demonizes an option.
No, if anything, we reward it because we give them free fucking like healthcare, and they can go to the ER, and they can have paramedics come and lift them up, even though they probably will injure them.
Fat people are branded as disgusting.
Well, that's because they are.
To be eliminated.
Well, I mean, okay, man, no one says we should go around shooting fat people. No, we shouldn't do that. And you shouldn't go around like harassing someone to the point that they commit suicide. But you like, if someone's fat, they're in terrible health, don't go around telling them that they're like beautiful or that everything's great with them, because no, they're gonna like forget, they're walking to an early grave. Look at the people on My 600 Pound Life.
Hygienic, lazy, XYZ.
Yep. Well, okay, people, if you ever watch My 600 Pound, some people get so fat to the point where they have to have people come and wash them. There's one woman who literally had maggots on her stomach. It was so disgusting.
See everything. And we've received that messaging since we were born.
No one's born fat. What do you mean?
Culture is deeply rooted and entrenched in fat phobia.
Yeah, because okay, sure. I'm sure that's why someone like freaking that one, I can't remember her name, that one freaking morbidly obese ginger woman's a fitness model.
Chances are it's not just a preference, and
it is a preference. There are some dudes who like fat chicks. Don't really understand why, but hey, it's not my preference. I like to not have back problems.
Just been taught to think fat people are gross.
I mean, if you ever watch My 600 Pound Life, they are pretty gross. Alright, let me Alright, so that's all.